What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today on this video, we're gonna go over what am I planning to do for this upcoming potential recession / market crash. All right guys, so let's get into it. So what is a recession? I mean, truthfully, a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of GDP decline, right? Gross domestic product decline of the economy. And we're already at 1 quarter, right? We're at 1 quarter, this is June. We did it first quarter of 2022. Now, we won't know till mid-July, I believe, of the reports for Q2. But if I was to guess, and again, I want to phrase this, guys, I'm 23 years old, haven't been through a recession. What do I know? Did just graduate college, but what does that mean, right? In a finance degree. That's what, let me preface, not just college, but in a finance degree. But still, what do I know? Nothing. But I do, listen to a bunch of mentors of mine. Big guys have been through a bunch of crashes, and YouTube, some big economists like Ray Dalio, the largest hedge fund manager in the world, hundreds of billions of dollars. And they switched their, I think like 6 months ago, investment strategy to, his hedge fund is mostly equities, right? Stocks. And they switched it to where it's like 40 or 50% bonds now, which bonds are, one of the least risky asset classes. And they switched over to bonds 6 months ago. So he anticipated this. And even if he's doing that and he's anticipating something, again, this isn't the video to talk about if there is going to be one or what I think there is, but what am I doing to prepare for a potential recession, right? And what am I doing is I'm trying to stack as much cash as possible, right? Because in my previous video, you guys can hear about it if you haven't already, is I'm selling one of my cabins. And you go watch that video to see why I'm doing that and certain specifics of why I'm doing that. Do I think real estate's gonna crash in the next 6 to 18 months? No, I don't think it's gonna crash, especially not like 08 or 09. It's definitely gonna decline because we're seeing before, earlier this year, not right now because it's already starting to diminish a little bit, but we're seeing earlier this year, properties getting 10 offers, 12 offers, and 3 being over asking. Well, that's not normal. I mean, we all know that's not normal. It shouldn't be that way. So I believe it's going to come down below pre-COVID levels where you're getting 3 or 4 offers on your property and you're still getting close to market value, maybe a little bit underneath, but that's just normal. I mean, you can't expect to get 20 offers per deal or per property and get 10 over market, right? That's just not going to work. And so I think we're going to see a correction like that and prices will come down, but do I think they're going to come down 30%? No. But what I'm doing to protect myself is I'm selling that one cabin with a bunch of equity. I'm trying to stack as much cash as possible right now, right? I'm keeping my long-term rentals because I know traditionally that rents will continue to grow or continue to go up. 1, not just because of inflation, but 2, because these people that are, once this, like I say, recession, 2 quarters of decline of GDP, I believe could be this next quarter or in the next 18 months, is I believe that these people that are, going to start realizing, hey, shoot, I can't pay my mortgage, or even though they locked in pretty low rates in the past, 2 to 3 years, hey, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just uncertain. And that's what it brings uncertainty. So people in uncertainty make some irrational decisions. And they might just sell their house. They might be forced to sell their house. They can't afford it, but they're going to have to go rent something, right? We saw in 08, 09, it's, again, way different. But people were forced to be foreclosed on. They went bankrupt. And you can't buy a house. Even when you get foreclosed on, you can't buy a house for, I think, like 10 years. Don't quote, I think 7 to 10 years. So we had to rent. And so I'm keeping my long-term rentals. I don't have any premier long-term rentals either. I have like mid-level to lower income level rentals as well. So I know I won't have a problem renting those. But like, for example, my cabin, you can hear my last video why I did that. Actually, I won't go into here, but that's a good reason to sell the cabin right now. So again, watch that last video. But I'm stacking cash. I'm selling a jet ski. I'm probably selling this right here, which is a watch I bought like last month or April, so 2 months ago, for like 28K, and I'll probably sell that for like 25 just because I'll take my 10% loss, which is really not a bad loss. I keep thinking like, fuck, I lost a lot, but you think about it, 10%, Bitcoin's down 50% plus, Tesla's down 30% plus, Apple's down 20 in the last 2 months, or even more than that. Apple, I think, is down. So it's like, I lost 10%, oh well, all right? Let's take my money, take my losses, let's go and let's stack it. And let's be prepared, right? What am I prepared for? I'm prepared for some creative finance deals to pop up here. I'm prepared for any sort of, extravagant product item to go on sale. I was watching a video with, I forgot how to pronounce the name, Patrick David Bed or whatever, Patrick Bet Dever. Beverly, I don't know what his name, but you guys look him up. He's a big, hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube, and he was talking about how in this recession, like even during COVID, like when people panic, like what's going to happen more than likely in the next 6 to 18 months, people are going to be panicked, they're uncertain. And so during COVID, he said like one of his buddies that was just uncertain, like that first month, what was going to happen, his buddy sold him like a hockey card, like a real Wayne Gretzky, like top of the line hockey card for $500K, right? And just like a baseball card, like a hockey card, right? And he sold that like a year and a half later for like 2.1 million. Like he made another million on that card just because he bought it out of fear. And people are gonna have fear coming up. And I'm not saying I'm buying hockey cards or baseball cards, but I'm being ready for the next good deal. Wherever that comes up, I need the cash for that, right? And so, especially real estate, and again, like I said, I don't think it's diminishing a lot, but I think this is a way we can buy some sub twos, right? Subject to investing. If you guys don't know what that is, look up Pace Morby sub two, and you can read all about that and listen to it. But again, I just wanted to share in this video my thoughts on what I'm doing. Again, I'm stacking some cash here. I'm still keeping my long-term rentals though. I'm not selling everything. I'm started switching my investment strategy. I sold like half my portfolio at a pretty good loss, but I'm put that against put options, so against the market, and I did that. And what else did I do? I can't think right now, but those are the main things I did. Nothing very other than that serious. Oh, and also I'm definitely gonna be renting I was thinking of buying a property in Florida this year, and just looking at it, and I know some people are saying you should just buy now, lock in the rate and refinance. For sure, I'm not worried about the rate, and really I'm not really worried about that, but I just know I'm gonna be able to find sweeter deals. I mean, we already can, us as wholesalers, like we know how to find deals. Like I was already texting people in South Florida, and I already found some deals, but I know I'm just gonna get sweeter deals. And two, I mean, it's actually a personal thing, so I'm going a little bit more detail here too. Like for me personally, like for the next 2 years, I just got engaged. I just want to travel. And so if I get a property right now, especially right now, and again, I could refinance, right? 6% in rates or whatever it is, 5%, 6%. And South Florida, I got to pay property taxes, I got to pay insurance, I got to do maintenance. And even if I Airbnb that out, but like I said, I mean, Airbnbs aren't going to be, they're definitely not going to be increasing in a recession, right? In the amount of rentals that you're going to be able to get, a round of stays. Like, you're not going to increase more than likely. Obviously, I'm not an expert, but even on the beach, and I wouldn't be able to afford one on the beach where I'm looking for, because I would be like $5 million plus. But like, I just know that even if I went to go buy a place right now, again, like I said, property taxes, insurance, mortgage, even if I went on vacation for a month and I try to Airbnb it out, like just and then I got to worry about that. I got to Airbnb. I got to think I need this, or I'm going to lose this amount of money per month. I'm like that's that thought in your brain. Like it's not worth it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to start Airbnb and things. I'm going to stay in Airbnbs all across the world, hopefully, right? Ideally, I'm staying in Aruba for about 20 days in August, and it was only like $65 a day. I could show you guys the listing if you want. $65 a day for a full 1-bedroom apartment and nicely renovated. So I mean, again, I don't know how I got to that about this video, but just to tell you guys, like what I'm doing, I'm gonna go start. I'm excited because I'm gonna be able to Airbnb things all across the world for a pretty affordable rate. So if for $65 a day, times 30, what is that? That's probably what, like it's probably 2,000 plus, but 2,000 a month to stay in Aruba is not too bad. And that was only for 18 days. If I stayed more than 18 days, I probably could have asked her for $55 a night rent rate. And I'm thinking about doing that all over the place, right? All over Europe, Asia, anything in the next 2 years. So again, it doesn't make sense for me to buy a property as well right now for my own personal residence, because I don't know where I want to be or where I will be. Now, obviously I own real estate, so I'm not against buying homes, but that's just my 2 cents there. So I know this is a longer video, guys. If you could just leave some questions down below or comments, or if you agree, disagree. Like I said, I'm not right. No one knows what's gonna happen. I'm not saying follow me, just some things I've observed. But if you have some comments down below, I'd love to hear it. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.